Hello friends, I am Vinod Sarvate. I am working as an assistant professor in the EHTC department. In the last two lectures, we have seen different elements of the circuit, different networks, how to find different networks, different loops, how to find in the circuit, different how many nodes are available in the circuit. That we have seen in the last two lectures. And we have also last lecture we have seen that how many different sources are available in the circuit. So these are the basics we are going through, because these basics are very important for any network analysis problem. Okay, so now we move on to the different laws. So for solving any network, we should require a different laws. So basic laws are available in the network. So first of all, we go to the Ohm's law. So this is very basic law, that is Ohm's law. That Ohm scientists we have find out that law, that is, if there is a resistance, if current is passing through that any path. So this is a resistor and one voltage source is available here, that is V. So how to find out voltage? By using this three elements. So Ohm's law states that V is equal to I into R. So voltage source is equal to current source, current value into that resistor value. Otherwise, you can take voltage divided by current, that is the resistor. So that is the way you can find out that Ohm's law. So voltage is directly proportional to the current. So that is called as the Ohm's law. So means how many voltage we are applying? Same that proportional current we have, current should be generated in your circuit. So it will be limited by the resistance, that is called as R. So this is the statement V is equal to IR for the Ohm's law. Next law we have found, that is very important law, that is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law. What is Kirchhoff's voltage law? I will draw a network first. Plus minus. Here node is available. Otherwise, I will use only one loop. There is a resistor is available. That is called as R1. This is V. That current is flowing through that loop, that is I current is flowing. There is a one more resistor is available, R2, and it is connected to here. Otherwise, we will take one more resistor here, that is R3. So plus minus. So how to decide the current direction? So when current is flowing from positive to negative, that is plus minus. Okay, so that is the way current is flowing in your circuit. So what is the Kirchhoff's voltage law? So algebraic sum of all voltages in your circuit is equal to 0. So that is your what is called as Kirchhoff's voltage law. So it is voltage available here is the VR1, VR2, VR3. Okay, so these are the voltages are available in your circuit. So how do we represent this? V minus VR1 minus VR2 minus VR3 is equal to 0. So that is algebraic sum of all the voltages are available in your circuit is equal to 0. So how it will be minus? That you will see in your classroom how to find out the polarity of any voltage source. So how there is a plus, how there is a VR1, how there is a minus in VR2, minus in VR3, how there will be a positive voltage available in your class. That will be in your CV in your classroom. So this is the way we have to find out the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay. So we will take one example on the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So that example, I take one problem. So there is a problem on this. Next is resistor available here, and one more resistor is available here. Next is supply. So we have to denote how many supply values are there. So 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt are available. 2 volt, 3 volt. Next is 9 volt, 8 volt, 9 volt, 8 volt. And what are the resistor values? Resistance values are 3 ohm, 5 ohm, 10 ohm, and is 2 ohm. Okay. So these are the circuits available, and these are the different voltage sources available in your circuit. So first of all, there is only one loop is there. So I will say this is current I is flowing to your loop. So first of all, we see this is a plus, minus, plus. We have to denote this minus, plus. So by using Kirchhoff's voltage law, first of all, we start from here. Okay. So this is a minus. Next terminal we have to see that is minus. How many voltage is there? 2 volt. Then is plus 3 volt. Then here is a 5 ohm. How to find out the voltage here? By using Ohm's law. Okay. What is Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. So R is 5. And I is what? It is unknown. So we have to write this as a plus minus. We have to take a second terminal for going through this part. We have to take a second terminal. That is minus 5 into R. Here we have to take it is plus minus. That is second terminal. That is minus 10 R. Here plus 8. Here plus 9. Next is here again we have to use Ohm's law, that is plus minus, that is minus 2R. Here plus minus, that is minus 3R. So E is equal to 0. So that is Kirchhoff's voltage law. So we will calculate this. Minus 2 plus 3, that is 1. 1 plus 8, that is sin, and plus sin 18. So 18 voltage is there. 18. And how many current? That is minus 5R and minus 15R. Minus 15R minus 2R, that is minus 17R and minus 20. Minus 20R. So that is equal to 0. So how to find out R? That is 18 is equal to 20R. So current will be 18 divided by 20. So that's the way you can find out the current which is available in your loop. So that is called as the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Next is Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law. So what is Kirchhoff's current law? The statement is algebraic sum of incoming current is equal to algebraic sum of outgoing current for any node. So if you find out here, I will draw one diagram in this. So this is I will call as a 5. There is only one node is available. Here I will call as a 4. There is a plus, minus, there is a resistor 2 ohm, and here is 4 ohm. Okay. So how to calculate incoming current and outgoing current? So there is a one node is available here. For this point, we have to find out incoming current and outgoing current. So how many incoming currents are there? So this is incoming current. So that is 5. Plus how many of all other incoming currents? So this is also incoming current. Plus minus. This is plus. We are going this direction is direction of a current. That is I3. I will say. So how to calculate I3? By using Ohm's law, I3 is equal to V by R. So V by R, that is 2 by 4. 4 by 2, that is 2 ampere. So 2 ampere current, incoming current and outgoing current. One outgoing current is available, that is 4. So that is the way you have to find out incoming current and the outgoing current. So that is the sum of incoming current and the outgoing current. So that is the way you have to find out Kirchhoff's current law. So in the next lecture we will find out the different problems on the Kirchhoff's voltage law, Kirchhoff's current law. Thank you.